Hello YouTube, welcome back. Today we are talking about the future of Halo. Every night when I'm streaming on Twitch, it is the number one question I always get asked. Remy, what is the future of Halo? What can we look forward to? So what I'm doing today is I'm going through every single Halo product, whether it be from the past, present, or future. I do one of these videos every 6 months to kind of keep you guys up to date with what's happening Halo related. I know many of you appreciate when I do this, so I figured with the Halo Campaign Evolved reveal, and as many questions about are we going back to MCC, what's happening with Halo Infinite, and even questions about Halo 5 going to PC, now would be a good time to talk about it. I also received many questions saying when is the next Halo multiplayer going to be announced, so we'll talk about that too. With that said, let's not waste any time, let's get into the video. So before we jump into the future, let's talk about the present. Halo Infinite, Halo 5, and Halo the Master Chief Collection. So, number one, the Master Chief Collection. Are we going to see any future updates to the Halo MCC? As you guys have no doubt seen by this point, official development ended on the Master Chief Collection, with 343 Industries at the time sending out a plaque to each developer involved. It was basically to say thank you for getting MCC into a working state where fans can enjoy the past games. There have been minor updates to the Master Chief Collection this year, but really it's been one to stop the cheaters and the hackers, and they've done a very good job. But really, it's just been quality of life fixes, so mod tool stuff, things of that nature. For the Master Chief Collection specifically, I wouldn't expect too much, but I wish we would get new content on that game. There are 6 games, so there is a lot that could be added. Next up, we have Halo 5, and if you are a Halo 5 fan, you can play it in the year 2025. With Infinite winding down, and I'll talk about Halo Infinite in a minute, Halo 5 Guardians is more populated than ever. I think it has a couple thousand players every day playing matchmaking and Warzone now, so there's never been a better time to jump in and play it. If you do want to play Halo 5 in the year 2025, the Ranked Slayer playlist is populated. The regular Warzone playlist is also seeing games now at peak times, and the best thing about the regular Warzone playlist is Warzone Turbo, where you have level 9 wrecks from the start of the game. That's been integrated into the playlist. If you want an unranked social experience, Big Team Super Fiesta, not regular Big Team Battle, that has little to no skill-based matchmaking, meaning if there's 12 to 16 players available, you will get a game in Big Team Super Fiesta. The regular Big Team Battle playlist actually has skill-based matchmaking. It is quite strict, so it's very, very rare to get a game in that playlist. For the question of if we're going to get Halo 5 on PC, I'm thinking no. I thought if we were going to get Halo 5 on PC, the Forge version of the game, which is available to download on the Microsoft Store, I thought at one point that was the build that was going to become Halo 5 PC, but for one reason or another it didn't go forward, so they just released that to the public. There is no confirmation of that, by the way, that is just my speculation. I really don't think we're going to get Halo 5 on PC, even if it would hold a very niche but consistent community. This brings me to the future of Halo Infinite, and as we all know, on the 18th of this month, in under a week's time, the future of Halo Infinite is, well, over. Halo Infinite will be wrapping up in one final major cosmetic update, and really it is cosmetic, as the only playable stuff that is coming to the game are 2 maps. One is a Husky Raid map, and one is a ranked map. In 2026, I actually think we'll get future Halo Infinite updates, but I think it'll be from the community. So if there's any Forge contests, if the community makes any new maps for different playlists, then I think we'll get refreshes to playlists throughout the year. Because Halo Studios has basically said this is the final update, we're getting double XP across the board for every single system in the game, so that's battle passes and career rank. A lot of people have been going to Halo MCC and Halo 5, as Halo Infinite is basically concluded. Even the World Championships basically ended the HCS for Infinite and that era, but the Halo Championship Series is taking a hiatus for the foreseeable future. This brings me to the future of Halo multiplayer. Now, I've spoken about the leaks to death, to the secret Certain Affinity project that we don't know what they're doing. It was a battle royale, then it was getting updated, then a man named Grunt API said multiple projects are in development. This was then backed up by Halo Studios and Microsoft themselves. It looks like there's 3 projects in development. Of course, there's Halo Campaign Evolved, that is one. The second would be Halo 7, and the third, we think, is a standalone multiplayer. So a definitive multiplayer that is updated over time. We don't know what it's going to look like, we don't know how many players it's going to fit, but that is our best guesstimation at this point. The difficulty and my concern is the timing. So I'm going to talk about Halo Campaign Evolved and Halo 7 in a minute, but at least for the multiplayer, if it was at least a year out, we would have gotten a trailer at the World Championships. It was quite odd and out of character that at the World Championships, the mecca for competitive Halo, only a campaign was shown. Now that would only be done if there was absolutely nothing to show for the future of Halo multiplayer at this point. It doesn't mean something isn't being worked on, it just isn't in a state where they can show anything off. I would have loved at the very least a trailer. They probably could have done that, maybe not in-game, but just some sort of announcement. What makes me concerned about the timing is we got no announcement, we got no early trailer, we didn't get anything. Halo Campaign Evolved they announced, and we know we're probably going to get it next year, November 2026, for Halo's 25th anniversary. That would mean, hypothetically, we are 2 years minimum with Halo Infinite support ending away from the next Halo multiplayer. 2 years. That's quite a long time, and that is why people have gone back to Halo MCC and Halo 5. I am very curious to see what the population is going to be on all of these Halo titles in 2 years. It is a long time in modern gaming to go without a multiplayer. Halo Infinite launched 2021. That would mean 2027? 6 to 7 years in between Halo multiplayers. I think it's far too long, but it depends on the scope of the project. We don't know. I just think Halo fans deserve more. Moving along from Halo multiplayer, we of course have Halo Campaign Evolved. It is no secret for Halo's 25th anniversary, we are getting a remake of the original campaign that came out in 2001. All I'm going to say about it is I hope it encaptures the soul and the atmosphere that the original game did. That sense of wonder when you first go out into the ring world. That sense of horror when the Flood finally escapes. If they can capture the very essence of what Halo Combat Evolved was when it first came out, this remake will be very successful. The ball is in the court of Halo Studios and Microsoft. We'll see what they can cook up. While we are on the topic of remakes, by the way, Hidden Xperia and myself both spoke about it. There's rumors that if the Halo Campaign Evolved remake does well, we'll get Halo 2 and then Halo 3. I think that's a pretty safe bet, by the way. Microsoft seemingly wants to get in the next generation of Halo fans. They want to tell the legendary story from start to finish. The first game on Unreal Engine does very, very well. I think you can expect a follow-up. The final project I'm going to talk about is, of course, Halo 7. The one project that I think most people are looking forward to. Is it going to be a conclusion of the current Master Chief story? How are they going to manage the remakes, but also moving on into the future? There are so many question marks in relation to Halo 7. One, how far away actually is it? Are we talking like Elder Scrolls 6 far away? Is it going to be as elusive as Grand Theft Auto 6? And more than that, where are they going to take the story? Are we going to have a repeat of Halo 4 and Halo 5 where they completely reboot the story heading into Halo Infinite, or are they actually going to flesh out the Endless, who are apparently scarier than the Flood? It is no secret that at least 60% of Halo Infinite's campaign got cut due to time constraints and managerial issues, but where are they going to take Halo 7? Are they going to play into Atriox? I hope they do, as Atriox is one of the best villains 343 has ever made. I was actually surprised that they've given a name to the weapon. Her name is Joy, or Joyeuse, I think it's French. Are they going to continue the dynamic between Esparta, Chief, and the weapon? As they are on Zeta Halo, are the Flood going to play into the story? Are the Endless going to come back as a full faction? How are the Banished, who still have a majority foothold on the ring, what is going to happen to them? I could go a step further with the multiplayer. Is it even going to have a multiplayer? Or is the standalone project Certain Affinity working on, is that going to be the definitive multiplayer? These are things I think about. Will the grapple hook return? Are we ever going to get playable elites? Will the Arbiter or other Spartans like Jerome get integrated into the story? What happened to the Infinity? What happened to Lasky? What happened to every single Spartan 4? Halo Infinite's campaign introduced so many questions. Time will tell if these questions will be answered, but we do know over at Halo Studios, multiple developers have project lead roles on different projects. And that, guys, is the future of the Halo franchise, at least at the end of 2025 going into 2026. The good news, of course, is multiple Halo projects are on the way. The downside is it's going to take time before they release. If Halo Studios and Microsoft could be releasing one per year going forward, I think that would be very good. Unfortunately, that means it might be 2 years in between Halo multiplayers. The campaign Evolved will launch next year in November. Hopefully a multiplayer launches the year after that, and the year after that, which is like 3 or 4 years away, we get Halo 7. If you hadn't heard, a majority of Halo Infinite teams are moving on to the future projects, mainly Campaign Evolved. As Unishek, the community manager, said, they are focusing now on the future and they need the extra resources to get those games over the line. What I want to ask you guys today is simply, what do you think the future of the Halo franchise is going to be? How long do you think we're going to be waiting until the next multiplayer comes out? Leave your comments down below. I'm curious as to what you have to say. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.